Good morning, everyone. I'm Howard Berger from Realcomm. We're here on the Realcomm live stage at Realcomm IBCon 2025 in the beautiful Savannah Convention Center in historic Savannah, Georgia. And I'm happy to be here with Mike Sroka from Dealpath. Mike, how are you doing this morning?
Very well, and thank you so much for having me. It's wonderful to be here, and want to thank you and Realcomm for hosting us this week.
Well, thank you so much for supporting the conference and everything that you guys do. It's really a pleasure having you here. Let's just take a moment and tell folks a little bit about yourself and Dealpath.
Well, sure. My name is Mike Sroka. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Dealpath. Dealpath is the leading investment platform for real estate investing. We empower more than 300 institutional clients and more than $10 trillion in transactions, and really support the entire life cycle of investments, helping to streamline and ultimately to be able to deliver optimal risk-adjusted returns.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, we've only got 9 minutes, so I want to try to pack a lot into the next nine minutes. But let's start with the big elephant, AI.
Yes.
AI, finding its way, not just finding its way, it's plowing its way into just about every process, whether it's enterprise operations, whatnot. How do you see AI impacting commercial real estate as a whole?
Well, needless to say, the progress has been extraordinary. 10 years ago when we were talking about AI, we really were talking about predictive AI. Over the past couple of years, that has moved to generative AI and the newest hotness, which is agentic AI. These are amazing tools that are very well suited for some of the challenges and opportunities that we have in commercial real estate, something that we are very, very excited about at Dealpath. I think that what has also been impressive is the accessibility leading to the adoption of these tools, and where it's taken decades for commercial real estate to become cloud enabled. We're seeing, even in these first 2 years of generative AI, that the adoption is near 100% already. So there is so much access, so much opportunity. Commercial real estate has always been a very document-heavy business. And these solutions are incredibly helpful for being able to extract information out of documents, to be able to generate the reports and information that we need, to be able to detect anomalies. So again, we feel like these are tools that are just really well suited for some of the challenges and opportunities that we have.
Yeah, most definitely on the data side, managing the data processes. Do you see any other specific ways, like over the next couple of years, that AI can impact the deal management process?
There's so much here, and our lens is really focused on institutional investment managers who are deploying capital into real estate assets. And we kind of bucket the AI opportunities that are relevant for our business in 3 ways. First is some of the client-facing products, and those are probably some of the most exciting things that we want to talk about. Second is our customer support and ability to be able to provide those services to our clients. And third is our internal operations across the business, maybe most notably right now in the software development, but it's very relevant in our go-to-market efforts as well as in our G&A.
So in what you do, in that deal management process, working with investors and brokers, et cetera, it's critical that your data, that you maintain data integrity, that you validate results. How are you working with clients to kind of manage that governance and compliance process and ensure that they're getting the results that they're asking for?
Yeah, this is so important. These are leading institutional investors who are fiduciaries themselves, and housing their I would say most important and most sensitive business information. So that compliance, that security, that accuracy, all things that are very, very important, and that we take very seriously. I also think that right now there's a tremendous amount of information available. The challenge is, how do you harness that information? How can you structure it in ways to make it usable and really be able to glean insights from it? Our clients really want to create a conveyor belt for deals, a conveyor belt for investments, create repeatable processes that allow them to be more efficient. So we really think about that from the full life cycle of an investment, starting at the very top of the funnel. and how do clients face the market and be able to source deals, collect information, take that into deal screening, go into underwriting, diligence, closing, and asset onboarding from there. And each of those steps in the investment process, I think that there's great opportunities to drive efficiency. That could be leveraging AI, business process automation, managed services, and I think thinking about each one of those steps and using the right tools for the process in the day is part of the challenge. And we've been doing a lot of work in this space. We founded our company more than 11 years ago, and feel like we've done a pretty good job of starting those efforts. But there's so much more ahead of us, and right now with the amount of change, really trying to stay on top of it ourselves.
Where do you see the big friction points between investors and brokers in that process, in that pipeline process?
I would say historically that has been a pretty inefficient process. I think that commercial real estate has always had a lot of infrastructure for networking and sharing information, but it has been very manual, very subjective, and with that, trying to systematize more and more of the data exchange, data sharing, ways that we house information. Our clients want to be able to database all of the relevant information that they have access to. And we've been very excited to provide 2 new offerings over the past couple of years. Last year at Realcomm, actually, we announced a new capability called AI Extract, which is leveraging AI to be able to abstract offering memorandums and flyers, and be able to extract the key deal information, create a new deal record. So when brokers are emailing opportunities, which has been the primary mechanism of distribution, it's easy for investors to be able to get that information out. That's good for the broker, that's good for the investor as well, to ensure that they're seeing all of the relevant deals. Those are being assessed and taken forward. Late last year, we announced a new capability called Dealpath Connect, which is taking that a step further and actually integrating directly with the top brokerage firms, including CBRE and JLL, to be able to digitally inject those opportunities directly into our buy-side clients. So across equity and debt for both public and private listings, being able to inject those opportunities directly into the pipelines of our buy-side clients. And we believe that that's really the future and the most elegant solution. It doesn't mean that we're going to replace email or relationships or any of those things, but again, it ensures that the right information is being seen by the right people, and nothing slips through the cracks, and people are able to make the right assessments for their buy box to find the opportunities relevant for them.
Yeah. In terms of traditional roles and responsibilities, pertaining to the workflows, how do you see things? Do you see things shifting, in terms of roles and responsibilities, both internally and with your clients, in a way that is going to have to cause some adjustments?
We do see more and more automation, which is, elevating the work that's being done. And we, think back to decades past when we took, important parts of valuation and underwriting into software from more manual processes. And that didn't displace jobs at all, but it allowed us to do more and do more accurately. And that's what we see happening right now, is that teams are really becoming enabled with better data management tools, better analysis tools, and what that is doing is allowing them to do more and more accurately, creating ultimately what I think will be more velocity in the transactions market.
So you don't see much in terms of displacement from current, in the current roles?
We think it's different types of work rather than different workers. And I think that a big effort across the industry right now is to, start leveraging these tools, understand how to use them, think about the staffing and organization of teams. And that's not necessarily, different people or different roles, but the work that's being done is enabled and higher level.
Yeah, I totally agree. Well, listen, this has been great. I'm really glad to have you here. Thanks for this conversation. Dealpath has been a tremendous supporter of Realcomm. We're so happy to have you in there.
Thank you. We're grateful to be here, and I can say for myself personally and for Dealpath as a company, we have really benefited and enjoyed the incredible content, the great community that Realcomm has created. It's been an absolute pleasure to be a part of it, and we look forward to lots more ahead together.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
And thank you all.